when you teach outside, I don't know, it just feels very different. It's lovely to be out here. It feels hard to start the class. I bet you think, just get on with it. What are you doing? Welcome to class, everyone. Thank you for coming again. In the second week of Leicester's second lockdown. Congratulations on making it through the first week. And we had a little chat on Sunday, and we just talked about kind of the importance of our yoga practice and that consistency of our yoga practice. So thank you so much for your continued presence, I guess, and turning up onto your mat, especially in the mornings. You know, it's not the easiest thing to do. Get out of bed early and get straight onto your mat. So that's kind of the victory which we talk about, the victory of making it onto your mat. The class we're going to do this morning is the first one we ever did. It's called The Courage to See Things Through. So it's quite a powerful class. And it's one we did back in late March. So I thought there's a nice bit of synergy there. So we'll work on that today. A little bit of a meditation at the end, but plenty of energetic movement and breath work, which we'll do during the class. Let's start as normal. Let's rub our hands together, create some heat. Just going to do one more thing. Sit nice and tall. Feel the length in the spine. Nice. And then just with that length in the spine, just giving yourself just that space to breathe into. Take some nice long, deep inhales, long, deep exhales. Maybe the eyes are closed, maybe the gaze is just soft. Deep inhale, feel the spine lengthen. Full exhale. One more time like that, deep inhale. And a full exhale. And then we'll start the Adi mantra. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the divine in everything. I bow to the teachers in the teachings that take us from darkness into light. Take a deep inhale here. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Take a deep inhale here. Just hold the breath. Imagine just raising the energy up right from your root all the way up to the crown of the head. Energy rising up through the spine, through the hips. Just noticing what happens in the pauses in the breath. And then you can exhale fully. Nice. And if the eyes are still closed, then just gently blink the eyes open. Fantastic. I came up here at about 6:45 and I found this man meditating. So he's joined the class. I was going to invite him anyway. Bring the hands onto the knees. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. So just starting with Sufi grind. Nice, everyone. And just notice what you brought onto the mat this morning. So just simply rotating the torso around the hips, around the waist. Just noticing how the lower back feels, how the hips feel. With a lot of these classes, the idea is about raising energy up through the spine. And that idea that a lot of our energy sits within the pelvis region, within the hips. And overnight, that energy becomes stagnant and rested. So it's about just bringing that energy up to the crown of the head. And we do that by breath, and we do that through movement. Let's come back the other way, counterclockwise, and just find a version that works for you. Nice, everyone. Just see how deeply you can breathe at this early stage. Inhale forward, exhale back, just get into a rhythm. Inhale to center. Hold the breath at the top. Feel the length in the spine. Breathe deeply into the body. Feel just that sensation of the sit bones just pressing into the floor, that feeling of being grounded, of being held. And then exhale fully. And if the eyes are closed, then just gently flutter the eyelids open. Nice work. And then from here, we're just going to come to stand. So you've got a couple of options here. This is where we do the forward fold rotation. So we clasp the hands together. I kind of bring the ring fingers out, so we're kind of just pointed up. And then this motion is the feet are about hip width apart, slight bend in the knees. Inhale at the top, and then you exhale down. Just inhale, exhale. Now that can make some people feel a little bit dizzy. If that's the case, we did this one the other week where you just inhaling the arms up, you exhaling, you're just coming down into a forward fold. It's dynamic. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. So find a version that works for you. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. I'm going to do the forward fold rotation. See what Jeff does. Inhale up, and then exhale. Little bend in the knees. If the neck feels okay, then you might just look up towards the hands as they come up. You're inhaling up, you're exhaling down. And again, just see how deeply you can breathe here. Feel that connection, four corners of the feet just pressing into the mat. You're building a lot of energy into the hips, into the lower back, working with the breath. And like all these postures, just go at a pace that feels good for you. And back the other way. Feeling that power in the legs and that energy in the back here. Nice, a few more rotations here. Inhale up. Hold the breath, pull the belly up and in. Feel the energy moving up the spine, stretch through the fingers. And then exhale, just bring the hands down. Nice. And then just take a couple of breaths here. Palms face forward. Deep inhale right to the heart center. Full exhale. Another couple like that. Deep inhale. Full exhale. One more time. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. Nice work, everyone. Now we do the knee lifts and the arm lifts. So this is quite a powerful posture. So I use Gyan Mudra, so the thumb and forefinger are together. Feet are about hip width apart again. So it's inhale here, exhale here. Try not to let the shoulders drop too low. So the elbows, you want to be in line with the shoulders as you come down. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Let's try and go for 3 minutes this morning, so we'll be here for a period of time to just work with the breath here. Quite challenging. If you need to take breaks, then obviously take breaks. Make sure that you're not putting too much strain into the shoulders. I'll start and then you can just join in. Really work powerfully with the breath. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. As the posture becomes a little bit more challenging, just find your presence. You'll always find that in the breath. Just come back to the breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep it going. 60 seconds to go. Fifteen seconds. Inhale up. Hold the breath, just retain it. A few seconds. Stretch through the fingers. Feel the energy rise. Exhale fully. Sweep the arms down. Nice and slowly. Palms face forward. Feet hip width apart. Take a nice deep inhale here. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale, right to the heart center. And a full exhale. Perfect. Just come back to normal breathing. Maybe the eyes are closed, maybe the gaze is just soft. Just feel that aliveness in the body now. Maybe just feel heat in the body, the energy rising up through the spine. It might just be that you feel that activation right at the heart center. Just the heart just beating loyally away in your chest. Be really conscious of your breath. Bringing that awareness to your breath. And if the eyes are still closed, just gently blink the eyes open. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was like a program in the 90s, which was Australian aerobics. It was Oz aerobics. Me and Jeff are the new version of that. Just middle-aged man aerobics in the park. Oh, great stuff. Okay, let's do some squats. We've not done these for weeks, so I've missed a few squats. Feet about hip width apart. We'll do about 20. This is the inhale here, and then the exhale's here. Obviously, if you've got pain in the knees or the lower back, just come down to a version that feels good for you. Don't push it too hard. If not, we'll do 20 together, and then we'll just rest. So arms up, take an inhale, exhale. Inhale up. And exhale, just bring the hands down by the side. Nice, deep inhale here. Full exhale. 2 more like that, deep inhale. Full exhale. And 1 more time, deep inhale right to the heart center. And a full exhale. Perfect, just stay here just for a few breaths. And again, just tune in with your experience so far. Just notice what you're noticing. That internal focus, but also that kind of relaxed awareness on things around you, which could be the light on the eyelids, it could be the smell in the room, taste in your mouth. Just coming back to that internal focus, developing that more subtle relationship with yourself. Nice. If the eyes are closed, then just gently blink the eyes open. Just stretch into the side body. We'll do something a little bit milder, I guess it is. So again, just clasp the hands together, ring finger out. You can cross the thumbs over. Doesn't matter which way they go. Inhale the arms up. Stretch up. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, just coming over to the left. Just a little side stretch. Inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, just come into the stretch a bit more. Inhaling and exhaling here. Take a few breaths on this side. Inhale back to center. And exhale here. Nice. And then just the other side. Inhale up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Arms over to the diagonal. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Feeling that beautiful stretch, maybe into the outer hips, maybe into the ribs, maybe both. A couple more breaths on this side. Deep inhales. Full exhales. And last one, deep inhale. Full exhale. And then just inhale back to center. Nice. Exhale. Just bring the hands down again. Just rest here just momentarily. Maybe just come to that internal focus again. Eyes can be closed. Eyes can just be soft. Nice work. The eyes are closed, then just gently blink them open. It's the twisty open thing. Hands onto the heart. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. So a couple of versions for you here. So I kind of keep my feet about hip width apart and really feel the connection of my feet into the floor. Look at Jeff, he kind of lifts a heel. So you come into it like this. It can feel really nice. You get this twist into the side body. So just work on what version works for you, or just do a bit of both. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Little rotation into the hips here. The body's pretty much warmed up now, so this should feel like a nice fun posture. Just twisting open. Movement into the spine, into the shoulders, into the chest. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Inhale to center. Hold the breath at the top. Pull the belly up and in. Raise the energy up right from the hips all the way up through the spine to the crown of the head. Feel the length in the spine. relaxing the face, and then exhale fully. Nice work. Deep inhale here. Full exhale. 2 more like that. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And then the last one, deep inhale. And a full exhale. Really beautiful, everyone. Let's just come down to seated onto a mat. So just find yourself an easy pose. Nice. Hope you're all doing well so far. You're feeling that kind of aliveness in the body. So we're going to do the one where we reach out into our auric field. So just that idea of reaching out into the auric field around us. So this one works really powerfully with the lungs. Not that we haven't been already. You know, our breath rhythm really gets us to breathe deeply as we can. So we're going to work with the lungs and we're going to work with the lymph. So really strengthening the body here. So fantastic just for overall health. So it's an inhale here, it's an exhale here. And you really strike that bottom rib. So it's kind of quite a forceful strike. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Focus at the third eye if that feels good for you. So just that internal focus, close the eyes, or just keep the gaze soft, whatever feels good. We'll go for a period of time, not a huge amount. So I'll start and then you can just join in. Let's inhale here, exhale. Shoulders might just begin to talk to you a little bit more now. You might feel that kind of tightness in the shoulders. There shouldn't be any pain. We'll just go for a little bit longer. Inhale up. Pull the belly up and in. Raise the energy up. Retain the breath just for a few moments. Stretch through the fingers. And then exhale, just bring the hands down. Just nice and slowly. Just arc the arms down. And then thumb and forefinger together, Gyan Mudra. Maybe close the eyes, find that internal focus. Come back to your breath. Again, maybe feeling that aliveness in the body. Maybe a little bit fatigue in the shoulders now. Hopefully that activation right at the heart center. Feeling that length in the spine, length in the body, giving us space to breathe into the torso. Nice, and then just opening the eyes. Perfect, everyone. And then from here, let's just stretch into the side body a little bit more. We did this last week, so left hand into the floor. So it's inhale here with the right arm, and then it's an exhale here. So we just move from side to side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This feels really good this morning for me. Sometimes really nice just to work into the ribs here, to the side of the body, also into the hips. Inhaling and exhaling as you go. Inhale back to center. Hold the breath. Just retain it. Just notice what happens when you retain the breath. It's where we find our true consciousness. And then exhale fully. Perfect. Nice work. Okay, nice work, everyone. From here, just come onto all fours. And then just come to a tabletop position. Do a little bit of cat-cow just while we're here. We've done quite a bit of work into the spine, but take an inhale, drop the belly down, heart and head lifts. Exhale round into the spine. Inhaling forward, exhale round into the spine. Just get into a rhythm that feels good for you. You might kind of go at the breath rhythm which I'm at. You might be a little bit slower. Do a few more. And then just inhale back to a neutral spine. Nice. From here, really spread through the fingers, press into the hands. Tuck the toes under, and then just lift the hips, come into downward facing dog. So the first one of the class. So the body should feel warmed up, but if you wanted to kind of walk out the legs, bend into one knee, bend into the other, really press into the hands. Just feel the body opening up here. Try and take all the tension out of the neck. And then eventually you might find some stillness. Maybe keep that bend in the knees like I always say. If you're super flexible, then just do what you need to do. Little bend in the knees means we can soften the knees, lift the hips, and find that elongation in the spine. And sometimes for me, it takes a really generous bend to find that. I don't know how my body feels. Come back to the breath and just connect. Long, deep, rich inhales, long, deep, rich exhales. Nice work. And then from here, bend a little bit deeper into the knees, up between the hands. And then nice and simply, just step to the top of the mat. First right, then left. Take an inhale, come up to a flat back. Exhale into your forward fold. Do that a couple of times. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Nice. Inhale, flat back. Exhale into your forward fold. And then just hold your forward fold just for a few breaths. Loads of versions here. Feet can be a little bit wider. Open up the pelvic bowl. You can grab opposite elbows, hanging ragdoll. You can still have that bend in the knees, protect the lower back and the hamstring. After a few breaths, you might just begin to lengthen up. And it's not so much if your knees are bent, it might be just that kind of tilt right at the tailbone. So just lifting from the hips. Feel that stretch into the hamstrings. Weight into the toes. Head is nice and heavy. Nice, everyone. From here, if you're in ragdoll, then just bring the hands down, frame the feet, bend deeper into the knees, then just roll up through the spine. And we come up to stand. Just checking you can see me. Yeah, you can see me fine. Nice. So just standing in our Tadasana, let's do a few rounds of sun salutation A, just to really kind of honour the sun this morning, seeing as it's come out. Feet can be hip width apart, feet can be together. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, come into forward fold. Take an inhale, flat back. Exhale, drop the palms down, step back into your plank. Take an inhale here and lengthen. And then exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Keep Keep the elbows tucked by the side, belly hits the floor, press into the tops of the feet, bring the chest through, roll the shoulder blades back. And then exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, come into downward facing dog. Nice. The second down dog of the class. So again, if you wanted to kind of bend into one knee, bend into the other, that's really great. Find some stillness and maybe keep that bend in the knees. A couple more breaths here. And a bit deeper into the knees, look between the hands, end of your exhale. Come step to the top of the mat. Take an inhale back to the flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring the to stand. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Nice, everyone. Let's go again. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, drop the palms into your plank. Take an inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, all the way to the floor on this one. Inhale, bring you through into the cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Lift from the core, downward facing dog. Nice. 3 breaths here. Press into the hands, spread through the fingers. Relax through the neck. The triceps are just wrapping towards each other. Nice. Look between the hands, bend the knees, hinge the hips, end of your exhale. Come to the top of the mat. Take an inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Let's go again. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, drop the palms down into your plank. Inhale here to lengthen. And then exhale, your choice, all the way to the floor. If you have chaturanga, come halfway down. Inhale, brings you through into upward facing dog or baby cobra. And your exhale, brings you into downward facing dog. Nice. 3 breaths here. Bend into the knees, into the hips. End of your exhale, step or hop to the top of it. Take an inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up to stand. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Do 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, drop the palms into the planks. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale to lower, your choice. Inhale brings you into your back bend. And then exhale brings you up into downward facing dog. Really finding that conscious breathing. The beautiful thing about sun salutations, just matching the movement with breath. And I think we take 26,000 breaths every day, so starting your day off with conscious breathing is such a fantastic way to connect with yourself physically and mentally. Look between the hands, end of your exhale, step to the top of the mat. Take an inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up to stand. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, drop the palms down into your planks. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale to lower, your choice. Inhale brings you through into your back bend. And exhale brings you up into your downward facing dog. Nice, everyone. Take a couple of breaths here. And then bend into the knees, into the hips, look between the hands, end of your exhale. Step to the top of the mat. Take an inhale, flat back. Exhale, falls forward. Inhale brings you up. And then exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Perfect. A couple of breaths here at heart center. And again, just noticing those shifts in the body, feeling that aliveness hopefully in the body. Nice. And then from here, just come to the center of your mat. And then let's do paint the aura. So this is going to be the last real kind of physical thing we do to really get to shift the energy here. We did this on Sunday. Feet back, hip width apart. Little bend in the knees, protect the hamstring and the lower back. Inhale here. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Feels appropriate to you as you exhale all the negativity, any darkness, any tension, let it go. Inhale light and prana, all that life force. Exhale anything you don't need. Inhale up. Hold the breath, pull the belly up and in. Really press through the feet, stretch through the fingers. Exhale, just bring the hands down. Nice. Then with the palms facing forward, just come back to the breath. Deep inhale right to the heart center. Full exhale. Two more like that. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Last one, deep inhale. And a full exhale. If the eyes are closed, then just gently bring the eyes open. Perfect, everyone. And then just come back to seated. Do a couple more postures. So we'll just do shoulder shrugs here. Just sit in easy pose. Nice and simple. Hands on the knees. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. I like to focus at the third eye here, in between the eyebrows. Eyes are just gently closed. This is really great for just releasing any tension in the shoulders. Remember, you can do one like this. That feels good. We'll do them both together. Maybe just tuning in with the body. See where any tension resides. Maybe it is around the shoulders. Maybe it is around the neck. And just be curious where you hold those areas of tension in the body. Inhale up. Hold the breath. Pull the belly up and in. Feel the length through the spine. And exhale. Just let the shoulders relax. And then nice and simply inhale the head to the left. Exhale the head to the right. Just moving really gently through this neck, cervical spine. Inhale and left. Exhale. Inhale back to center. And exhale fully. Nice. If the eyes are closed, just gently blink the eyes open. Perfect, everyone. Okay, so this morning we'll do breath of fire. So this one is called ego eradicator, or sometimes called ego equalizer. It's the one where we have the arms at 60 degrees. The fingers are just pressed in towards the pad, so it's not all the way down, it's kind of here. The thumbs are outstretched. Focus is at the third eye, and we use that breath of fire rhythm. I think we're all familiar with breath of fire. If you don't know it, I'll just explain it really quickly. You take a deep inhale through the nose. It's quite nice to have the hand on the belly just to kind of practice. Inhale through the nose, feel the belly expand, and then you just breathe out through the nose forcefully. And then the belly just snaps back towards the spine. So it's an inhale, fill the belly up. Exhale, you just feel the belly fall back. Inhale, exhale. And we just get into that rhythm. Now, breath of fire is quite a powerful breath. It's an activating breath. So you're working quite powerfully with the lungs. You get to kind of really strengthen the lungs, hopefully clear out all the mucous membrane of the lungs as well. And you're raising a lot of energy up through the spine. So sometimes people can feel a little bit lightheaded. It's nothing to be worried about. You're using a lot of oxygen, which sometimes some of us are just not used to breathing that deeply or that rapidly. So it's great in the mornings to do. It's also fantastic if you ever have lulls in the day, or you feel anxious, or you just feel that you need that energy kick. Come to your breath of fire. For me, it works every single time. So let's just do 2 minutes this morning, not the usual 3. Bring the hands up, nice. Tuck the fingers under, thumbs are outstretched. Focus at the third eye. I'll start, and then you can just join in. Keep that rhythm going. There's 1 minute to go. Take a deep inhale. Stretch the arms up. Get the thumbs to touch. Once they touch, stretch through the fingers. Hold the belly. Hold the breath. Pull the belly up and in. Maybe you feel kind of like a crazy juddering through the arms. Maybe energy in the hands. And exhale. Just slowly bring the hands down. Nice, everyone. Bring the thumb and forefinger together. Maybe close the eyes if it feels safe, and then just come back to the breath. Just let everything settle. Feel that activation right in your core, right in the navel center, right into the heart. Just sit with this sensation. And again, just notice the shifts. Notice the shift from when you got up this morning to when you first got onto your mat to how you feel now. And hopefully harnessing this energy and just taking it through the rest of the day. The idea of setting yourself up for the best day possible. Nice work. If the eyes are closed, then just gently blink the eyes open. Nice. Rub the hands together at heart center. We'll finish the practice of a long sat and a short nam. Sat nam, truth is my identity. I wondered what that was on the screen, and it was a fly on my camera. You saw it go buzzing. Long sat, short nam. Deep inhale. Sat. Nam. And from here with the hands at heart center, just making this mental note. I'm connected to my heart. My heart never lets me down. Just that idea of that connection in your heart center. I am loving. I am lovable. Again, feel at the heart center. I am courageous. I have the characteristics of courage. I have what it takes to take the next step forward. You might just bow your head down, appreciate yourself, congratulate yourself for turning up. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming this morning. We just do this.